It's the Michael Myers. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. You guys already know what's up, man. It's Wednesday. Of course, it's Wednesday, man. This is my third live stream on Wednesday. You guys already know, man. I mean, I started this new little series about 2 weeks ago. Because, yeah, this is my third one. Pretty much, man. If you guys, are new to this or whatever, what's it called? I'm gonna be going over some films. So I pretty much, like I explained in the previous live streams, if you guys have seen them, I'm going to be. It's gonna be like a weekly thing, like I said on Wednesdays. Gonna be showing you guys, you know, different horror films that I have seen throughout the week, dating to back last week Wednesday. As you guys know, last Wednesday we covered the films that I watched, and we also started off the live stream by talking about the news that we got, Terrifier 3 and stuff like that. Um but yeah, on this one, like I said, these films I've watched dating back to last Wednesday, and I actually did not watch a lot of films this week, man. Had a quite busy week, more of a busy week than usual, but I have a few titles in here. Like I said, it's not nothing much. So yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna be showing you guys some of these films. Um and yeah, like I said, I had a had a busier week, so I didn't watch as much films, but definitely some titles are better than nothing, right? So we're gonna get it started here. What's up, porn star JR? What's up, man? How's it going? Hope you're doing pretty good, man. Just here chilling. Um, got home from work earlier, man. I actually watched the film before I started the live stream. I watched the film. We're gonna get started, man. Here, hope you guys are doing pretty good, man, on this Wednesday afternoon. Um, and yeah, we're gonna get started here. The first title I have, nothing big, nothing major. This is one of those that I always go back to. Freddy versus Jason, man. I rewatched this a few nights ago with my brother. I don't know if you guys can see good if the lighting is not too. There you go. But yeah, I watched Freddy versus Jason a few days ago. Not a bad film at all, man. Like I said, I grew up with Freddy versus Jason. Is one of those films that I grew up with. Definitely one of the earlier films that got me into the whole horror genre, man. Freddy versus Jason. I think we did talk a little bit about Freddy versus Jason on my last live stream, but yeah, man, Freddy versus Jason. Like I said in the past, it's a film. I do have a few issues with it. It's not the perfect film, but like I said, it's definitely one of those that got me into the whole horror genre. But yeah, and I will say my biggest issue with this is I forget his name, the actor who played Jason. He did not do a bad job at all, man. I just feel that Kane Hodder should have definitely reprised his role as Jason. The storyline also could have been better, but it's just, to me, Freddy vs. Jason is one of those that it's a fun movie. It's definitely a fun movie. Excuse me. It's definitely one of the better versus movies out there. So you definitely can't go wrong with Freddy vs. Jason, man. Like I said, my biggest issue is probably Jason. I feel like they made him feel too much like Frankenstein and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely a classic. Like I said, pretty damn successful movie. I mean, I heard this was like, at the time, Freddy vs. Jason, it was like the most successful one from each series at this point. So of course, there's no question right there about them doing like a follow-up, which I heard it was in the works, but then they scrapped and they were like, fuck it, let's just remake both franchises. But I personally would have loved to see a part two, even though I know if they ever made a sequel, it obviously would have been more cheesier and stuff like that. More definitely not like as good. Like some people have issues with Freddy versus Jason. So imagine if they made part two, like a follow up. It definitely, I don't think it would have been as good. I feel it kind of would have leaned more like on like the cheesy side, But yeah, definitely. Like I said, Freddy versus Jason, one definitely is one that I grew up with. Uh, yes, partially. That too. Like I said, just the whole Jason character. Uh, but yeah, like I don't know, man. Like in the previous Friday movies, we had Jason in water. I mean, look at part seven. That's the one where he like comes out. He literally comes out like out of the water. When it's like the Jason versus Carrie. But yeah, I thought that whole plot point was dumb. With Jason and stuff like that. I know they wanted to make Freddy more of like a, I don't know, more like a bully or whatever you could say it, but yeah, it's a guilty pleasure, or I wouldn't say guilty pleasure, man, because I really don't feel guilty about it. It's my personal opinion. I thought it was a pretty decent film, but yeah, it does have its issues like that. That's exactly what I was talking about. Unstable Freak, what's up, man? How's it going? I'm not sure if it's true though. I kind of heard some recent news about, and I know like the rumors have been out for a while, but I guess the rumors started circulating again about a new Nightmare movie on the works. I guess it's like a recall. Of course, it's gonna have the same treatment as Halloween, Blumhouse Halloween and Scream. Which like I said, I've been hearing about that for a while, but nothing has been confirmed. Last thing I heard was like, I guess the Wes Craven estate was like trying to shop ideas around, with Warner Bros. Pitch ideas to see where they could continue, where they could start with a new film or whatever. But yeah, I don't know if the rumors started circulating again or if something was announced. But I think if something was announced for sure, I think it would have been bigger news. I think I would have heard of it by now. But yeah, for years now, for a couple of years now, man, we've been hearing. I know Robert Englund did reprise his role as Freddy, for like a show. I forgot what it was. It was a few years ago. Like a little TV special. Like, I don't even know what it was, but yeah, he did like reprise his role for like one last time for like a TV show, and I think he still got it. But personally, if they continue with the new Freddy, I would like to see a new Freddy. Even though I know Freddy Krueger is Robert Englund, but I don't know. I just feel Robert. I know he still has it, but if you get that clip, the one that I'm talking about, like I said, I can't recall the name of it, but it was like a TV show. He did like the last time he reprised his role. For like a little cameo. Um, it wasn't Stranger Things. No, it was something, but I don't know. I think it's good for, like I said, a cameo, but like let's say that Freddy, older Robert Englund in the Freddy, I don't think he'll be able to carry like a whole movie. So yeah, at this point, we're eventually gonna get someone new for Freddy. But Baba Scott one, what's up, man? Actually, I've not seen it, man. Baba Scott, I don't think I've seen that. No, I don't think so. But Freddy versus Jason has some real bad dialogue, but I still, yeah, for sure. Unstable Freak, yeah. Like I said, it's one of those, the cheesy lines, the cheesy storyline, but yeah, it's definitely a good movie, one that you know, you have fun with for sure. Like I said, I always rewatch it all throughout the years. Every time I rewatch it, I'm always like literally watching it. Like I'm never bored of it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I said that came out of my mouth, guilty pleasure, but hell no, I don't feel guilty. I've always loved Freddy versus Jason. Like I said, it's the one that got me into the whole horror genre. Joseph, the horror guy, what's up? What's up, dude? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing pretty good, man. On this Wednesday afternoon, Machete Slasher, yo, what's up? But yeah, man, just here chilling, man. We're gonna be going through some of these titles. Not as much, like I said, not as much titles this time. Here's the second film, a classic film, and this I will be doing a video. Um, like I have a few different videos I have planned, but I will be doing like a top 10. I'm gonna try top 10 80s horror films and top 10 90s horror films. So yeah, and the reason I say that because this film will definitely be in my top 10 90s films. Candyman. I did rewatch this the other day. The only reason I rewatched it is because I did pick up the second Candyman movie. It's around somewhere over there, but yeah, I'm gonna be rewatching the Candyman movies. I have them all. Pretty much, I have them all. I just needed the second one. I'm gonna be rewatching them, and I'll be giving you guys like a series review on the Candyman movies. But yeah, I did check out the original. It's always a good time, man, when I revisit the original Candyman. I believe the last time I saw it was like around the Halloween time. But yeah, man, this is just like I said, one of the better 90s films for sure. Or I wouldn't say 90s, but it's definitely one of those slasher films that really I think they're up there personally. The series might not be as great, but I think the first movie worked really well. Um and yeah, man, I just remember being like so like excited, so like when I first saw this for the first time because it's really one of those films, man. Like it has like a nice story behind it. You know, you get this Tony Todd, tall ass, you know, creepy looking dude. It definitely does the job, man. For like you could say it's not. I wouldn't even call it a modern slasher. But of course in the '90s, this was '92, right? 91, 92, 92. Yeah, at this point you could say the slasher genre kind of went downhill, but I think Candyman was one of those that kind of like revived it. I wouldn't say revived it to like the screen point, but it gave us something um to enjoy while you know I just feel it's one of those movies that definitely did its job, man. It definitely, I don't know. It's just a great film, man. I've always loved Candyman. I know the direct sequel, the remake that came out like a few years ago. I've only seen it once at the movie theater when it came out. But yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Like I said, I'm gonna be rewatching them. Maybe giving you guys like a series review. And yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But for sure. God damn, my camera keeps falling, guys. I apologize, but for sure, it sucks that they killed her off in H5, man. I think that's one of those like not necessary. It wasn't necessary at all. Chippy, what's up, man? How's it going? Hope you're doing pretty good, man. Glad to see some of you, my regulars on here, man. Like always, my weekly regulars. But yeah, that was Candyman, guys. Next on the list, this is actually a new release, guys. It came out I think last Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, on 4K. Another one that will make it to my 90s. I think there's. If you guys have not seen it, I definitely recommend it. Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs, man. I seen this movie a while ago, and I remember really liking it. And then I found out they were gonna re-release it. This is Scream Factory, yeah, new Scream Factory release. People Under the Stairs, Wes Craven. Pretty good movie, man. It's like really. It's kind of like a fun movie. It's like you know, like kind of like the Funhouse type of horror movies. So yeah, if you guys have not seen, really underrated. I will say this is a pretty damn underrated movie. A lot of people don't know much about it, but you should guys should definitely check it out. People Under the Stairs. Like I said, it's a fun movie for sure, and I think, like I said, in the '90s, this is one of the better films I will say from the whole '90s era. But for sure, man, it's pretty dope. I like this 4K Blu-ray re-release, but yeah, man, pretty good. Like I said, I will be including that when I do the my top 10 90s films. So yeah, I have a few video ideas, man. Like a few top 5 or not. I have a yeah, as a matter of fact, I do have a top 5 video. I'm not gonna spoil it what's gonna be yet. But yeah, I will be doing more of the top videos. I don't know, I just have fun with them. But yeah, man, pretty cool. Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs. Go check that one out. Next on the list, Terrifier, man. I rewatched the original. I believe I rewatched it right after last week's episode. We were talking about the whole Terrifier 3. Um, and yeah, I did not watch it because I know I have this DVD, but there's like a region 2. So yeah, I don't think this could play like on my PS3. But I did rewatch it like on, I think it was on Roku, if I'm not mistaken. But Terrifier 1, pretty good film. Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen the first one, but it's a pretty damn good movie. Like I said, the whole Terrifier, Art the Clown, it's pretty cool, man. Like I like the style to these movies. I think Damien Leone does a good job with these. Like I said, this one's more like in the low budget, compared of course to Terrifier 2. But yeah, it just has that old school vintage vibe to it, which I really do appreciate, man, because it really has that. It really has that, they don't really make slasher movies like these no more, pretty much. And I think when Damien Leone came out with Terrifier, it definitely made a splash. Like I said, I didn't hear about Terrifier as soon as it came out. I was kind of late to the party. Like I said in my other video, I did watch it like about 2 years later, and but for sure, man, Terrifier. Can't wait for part 3, man. I definitely can't wait for part 3. What they're gonna do. Porn star, yeah. Hey man, same here. I saw it. As a matter of fact, I think when I went to go watch Candyman, it was a Sunday. I ditched, or I didn't ditch. I called off of work for that specific reason. You know, to go watch the damn Candyman remake. But hey, let me tell you guys, I don't really recall it. Like I said, that's why I might have to rewatch it. I did buy it, on Blu-ray when it came out, but I haven't had the chance to rewatch it. But yeah, it was a quite forgettable movie, man. And I think the only standout scene to me was the ending. I think right when I guess Tony Todd has a cameo. I thought Tony Todd was gonna reprise his role as Candyman throughout the whole damn movie. But no, he literally has like a cameo at the end. That's it. You know. But yeah, that's right though. Porn star for sure. Yeah, Joe, for sure. Candyman's a classic. One of the better slasher films out there. Watch Daniel Harris, Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter Dead. Yeah, I actually have not seen it, man. But yeah, for sure, I will give it a watch, man. I know I believe they just gave an official release date to what's the movie called? Natty Knox. I think something around those lines. With the new Daniel Harris movie with Robert Englund. I think they just not too long ago, a few days ago, they announced like the official release date. So yeah, that should be interesting, man. Like I said, Daniel Harris is great, and yeah, we'll be giving that a chance, man, for sure. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Joseph, I definitely recommend Terrifier 2, man. I think if you thought this one was good, if you really like Terrifier, the first one, definitely just wait till you watch Terrifier 2, man. It's definitely one hell of a ride. Yeah, for sure. Unstable Freak. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we all been saying, man. Um, even when Terrifier 2 came out, man, a lot of people were considering Art the Clown, the new horror icon, because honestly, straight up, Art the Clown has been, killing the game more than, my boy Myers. And it's sad to say, honestly, because we know Myers, the icon of Halloween. But hey, man, they threw us with that garbage ass movie, Halloween Ends. Hey, man, I'm gonna have to give it to my boy Art the Clown. But yeah, I feel let's just wait till Terrifier 3. If Terrifier 3 knocks it out of the ballpark, man, I think, yeah, Art the Clown becomes an official horror icon. If that movie, and you could say I have high hopes for it. Obviously, I'm excited, but I don't have high hopes. Well, I just said I have high hopes, but to a certain extent, because I'm always prepared, man, in case, I'm always ready to be disappointed. So if so if if it's a good movie, I mean, yeah, I feel like for sure. I think that's when it's official. Who wins, Art the Clown or Mary Beth and Hatchet movie? That's a good question, man. Good question. Yeah, yeah, porn star for sure. Yeah, that's why I kind of don't even bother going to, like, I know they just came out with the new Boogeyman movie, which I still have no idea what it is, man. I don't know, because I know they have like they have like a trilogy of Boogeyman movies that came out in the 2000s, which were trash. I have the first one on DVD. Um, I didn't even bother buying the rest, but I don't know if it's a remake to that or a follow up sequel, whatever. But yeah, I know a lot of people. I don't even know. I haven't even checked the reviews or nothing like that. I don't know. Have you guys seen the new Boogeyman movie that just came out? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it a remake to the old Boogeyman movies? I don't know. But yeah, it's not one of those that I'm in a rush, to go check out, because I saw the trailer. I seen the trailer. I even saw it when I went to go see Evil Dead Rise. Before when the commercials were hitting, man, I saw the trailer. Like, I don't know. It's just it just feels like another modern horror film, honestly. But yeah. But I haven't seen no reviews. I haven't seen if it's good or bad. I'm not sure if the responses are positive or negative. But I mean, who knows, man? I'll probably just check it out for the heck of it. But speaking about modern films, here's a modern film. I will say it's crazy. Next year is about to be 10 years that this movie came out. I remember seeing this movie in the damn theater. Honestly, this is the movie I probably saw the most in theaters. Honestly, I remember checking this movie out in the theater. I think I went with my sister first, and then I went like two, three more times with like my girlfriend at the time. But I don't recall how it went. But dude, I literally went so many times. I even went like I even went like with a few pals. If I'm not mistaken. Like after school type shit. But yeah, I remember watching this movie a lot of times in the theaters. I will give it this. It's not a bad movie. I've seen it so many times. Like, I rewatched it the other day for the heck of it. It's not a bad movie. It does have some dumb stuff, some dumbass decisions. The acting was but it's still, you could say, one of those that like I said, this movie out back 2014, 10 years ago. Next year is gonna be 10 years. I was still in school, I was still growing up, I guess. So you could say I kind of have like it holds, it's somewhere in, like, it's memorable, you could say. It has a special place in my lifetime or in my heart. Unfriended. Unfriended. Like I said, I know this movie's kind of like the whole idea, the whole Skype call. It's not like we've seen any of this before, and pretty much when I saw this, when I went to go see it at first in the theater, I wasn't like really paying as much attention because I didn't go specifically for this movie. But of course, after so many times going to that damn theater, man, I think I even snuck in a few times, man, to like just hang out or whatever the hell the case was. But I don't know, man. It's just it's a whatever movie. Like, you could say you could say it's more relatable because obviously this was like before Zoom. Zoom is like, everyone uses Zoom, I guess, now. But back then, like 10 years ago, it was Skype. I guess, yeah, I had a Skype. I remember, using Skype to talk to like few of my, fellow YouTubers or whatever. Like, you could say it's relatable because a lot of people have used it. But like I said, there's a few dumb stuff here and there. I don't know. It's just one of those that I watch for the fuck of it. Like I said, even some of the characters, man, they're like whatever. Like I don't know. I just feel it's like that average teenager shit, you know. from the producer of The Purge and Ouija. Um, and yes, at this time, all those movies were coming out, the Ouija movies, the Purge movies, all this shit. And like I said, I've never been the biggest fan of modern films. The only ones I cared about, that I even cared to watch, was like the Conjuring movies. Some of them were good. Even Insidious, I didn't really care for it as much, man. At that time, it was a bit overrated. But Insidious, I like, my favorite is the first one. But like I said, this kind of stands in 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 as a modern film. It's only like 10 years old next year, but I don't know, it's whatever. Like I said, I watch it when I rewatched it the other day. It was whatever. It was like a fresh memory. Like, it refreshed my memory on a lot of shit. But it's a funny movie at the same time, man. But and I know they came out with a sequel. Like, at the time, I was like, this is a pretty decent film, okay. And then I was like, oh, okay, they're coming out with a sequel. I never saw the sequel because I feel this, like this is one of those one of a kind movies. You can't duplicate this. If you like, they all end up dying. The girl ends up dying. You know. So what kind of follow up do you have there? Like I said, I haven't seen the sequel. I think I'm pretty sure it has to do with like new characters and same old shit. Just repeat, I guess. Because yeah, like after watching this, like, what follow up do you have? One thing I will give this movie, it has a good story. Like, I like the whole, what's her name, Laura Burns, some shit, some girl. I guess it's like, how was it? So I guess there's like a video like going around, her suicide, and I guess her Facebook page is like contacting like these group of friends, and they're like all creep the hell out, and then shit starts going downhill. Like, I like that little story or whatever. You could say it made it creepy, um but yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel this type of movie, the concept, the idea of it, should have just been one, honestly. Because I mean, for the sequel, I haven't seen it, like I said, but what can you follow it up? Like, I'm pretty sure it's a repeat. It's like the same shit. But yeah, it's a whatever movie. Natty Knox, yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see that, man, for sure. The guy who directed Halloween 4 is going to direct in Natty Knox. Oh, okay, nice to know. Yeah, I did not know that. Uh, hey, man, I'm all in for it. I'm all in for it, for sure, man. Especially when you have Daniel Harris, Robert Englund. Must be something good, man, for sure. I hope it's not like another modern horror films, because that will be disappointing. I hope they kind of bring something to the table, something refreshing. I got the Boogeyman movie too. I was like, what the fuck? They did a remake. Yeah, man. Yeah, like, yeah. What when the one that just came out, when it was announced, or I don't know when it was announced, but when I saw the trailer, I was like, the Boogeyman. Like, okay, that's original. Um, but yeah, that's the first thing. That's the first thing I thought of. Are the older ones from the 2000s. Shitty movie, man. I remember. I don't even want to get into that, but Natty Knox comes out July 21st. Oh, okay, for sure. Really not far away. We're not far away, man. Hell yeah. I wonder if Netflix will stream Natty Knox. I hope so, man. I'm not sure, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more of like an independent movie. I'm not sure if it's gonna be distributed by like a big major company. Uh, but yeah, I hope it gets a good exposure, especially if it's a good movie. I hope it gets a good exposure like Netflix and stuff like that. But me and my brother went to see. I definitely enjoyed going to buy the movie. Okay, for sure, Joseph. Yeah, I have not seen, honestly, the last Fast Furious movie I saw was the one in 2015. The I think it was the last one with Paul Walker, right? Yeah, after that, I didn't really care, man. Like, I didn't even care. I never been the biggest Fast and Furious fan. I love the first one though. I miss the first three are good, man. I don't know. It just really switched, man. Like I don't know. Like it's not really about the whole street racing element no more. You know, it has to do with saving the world. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, the last one, yeah, I think was the sixth or seventh. It was either part six or seven. Yes, because I saw the last two in theaters. Um, they were all right, you know, but yeah, once like it's crazy that Fast and Furious has became this big ass franchise. But yeah, man, I haven't heard too much about Fast X though. I'm not sure if it's too good or people are not liking it. But good thing though, for sure that you liked it, man. That you had a good time with it. Uvu, Uvu, damn, bro, you just I totally forgot about that shit. You just mentioned Uvu, goddamn, that shit hit me like a pile of bricks. Hell yeah, man, I remember that. Yup. I remember the PS3 had a FaceTime type of video games. Yeah, that used to be fun. Oh yeah, I think I remember that too. Yeah, porn star. Yeah, they announced Sleepy Beauty. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. I didn't look deep into details. Um, but I read headlines. You know, I saw a headline that the Sleeping Beauty is getting a horror adaptation. Hey, it should be some shit. I just want to see like, I still haven't checked out none of these horror adaptations like the Grinch or Winnie the Pooh. But hey, when if it comes down to like a princess like Sleeping Beauty or whatever, Cinderella, it should be interesting. You know, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like how they're literally like getting you know, classic Disney movies, you know, childhood movies, um, and they're literally twisting it up with some horror shit. I think it's a clever idea, you know. But hey, for sure, man. Cinderella. I mean, I know. I don't even know what the hell's called. I don't know, but I don't even know. But I was gonna say there's like, is nah, that's not Cinderella. The one with like the little elves, Snow White. There we go, Snow White. You know how that the villain, hey, that'll be some good horror shit right there. Hell yeah. But yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, for sure. Rest in peace, Paul Walker, man. It was crazy. I remember when the whole shit happened, man. It was sad. It was sad, you know. Pretty good actor. John Cena in the Fast X movie. Okay, okay. Oh, so now we have John Cena. First The Rock, now John Cena. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, porn star. Yeah, you just unlocked it, man. Like I totally forgot about Uvu. But yes, that was like another Skype, another little like platform, man. That I used to use that like back in 2014, 13. Yeah, man, for sure. I watched Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Sure, I watched the Mean One. It's pretty good, man. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I'm curious though. Something's itching for me to check it out. I don't know what it is. If I ever come across it on DVD, man, I'll probably pick it up. You know, we'll see what's up. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, yeah, for real, dude. They're literally switching the whole script with these Disney movies. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Snow White horror movie. Yeah, yeah, like that's Snow White, right? The one with the little elves, right? And then the villain is like this lady, like the I guess she's a witch or whatever. Like I remember thinking that shit was creepy, man. Like when I was a kid, you know. Of course, my sister, she was a little older than me. She used to watch all that shit, and yes, I remember like that shit was kind of creepy, you know. And yeah, you could say that story, the whole Snow White, kind of has more of like a darker. It has more potential for a darker story because of the whole concept of it, you know. But yeah, it's crazy. What's your opinion on Hitcher 2? I don't think I've seen it. I've seen it once. I think he does return, right? What's his name? The main dude from not the Hitcher. I think in part two is a new Hitcher, right? But the main kid from the first one, he does return in the Hitcher 2. I have not seen it, man. I don't think I've seen it. If I did, it was a while ago. But obviously, I don't think it was as good as the first one, you know? Because Rutger, man, rest in peace. He killed that. He killed it as the Hitcher, man. As John, what was that? John Ryder. Yeah, man. That's like one of a kind role. But yeah, man. All right, so we got three more films. Like I said, I didn't really watch much, man, this past week. Didn't really watch much. Had a busier week than usual. But here's the next film. Stephen King's Pet Cemetery, man. The original Pet Cemetery. One of those films that I really I've always liked, man. Like I said, this is another one of it definitely made it to my top 20 horror films of all time, man. It's like it's I know the idea is like whatever, it's like a bit cheesy, but at some points it is, creepy, like at least at the time, as a kid. Um and also I forget the whole the chick, man, I forget her name. The main standout to Pet Cemetery, it was the mother, right? She was seeing, like, I guess, what was it, her sister, um who had like this deformed face or whatever. Like, that's a lot of people standout from Pet Cemetery. That's like the creepiest shit people got from Pet Cemetery, and I agree, man, for sure. But yeah, it's a great film, man. Stephen King, um, of course, Cage or Gage, whatever, the little boy. It's one hell of a trip. Pet Cemetery. If you guys have not seen it, go check it out. Not the biggest fan of the remake. I remember when the remake came out, man. The hype was big. The hype was big. It was like, and I know a lot of people that really like the remake. I really did not like it, man. I feel it kind of, the cast was too, like, it was too bland. It was too, I just wasn't feeling it. The whole tone of the movie, I just think it ruined, like, this one. The reason I love it, other than the story and stuff, the nostalgic, that 80s classic horror films. This is like one of those. And the remake just took all that away, man. Like, I don't know. It was weird as hell, man. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of the remake, though. Oh, that's interesting, Joseph. Vin Diesel wants Robert Downey Jr. in Fast Furious. Hey, that'll be I mean, hey, man, at this point, you never know. The Fast and Furious franchise is gonna freaking, they're gonna cross over with Avengers, with Marvel, or Transformers. Honestly, I feel that's where the Fast and Furious franchise has come to. Honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull some shit off like that. But yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is a good actor too, man, for sure. We are going to get a Finding Nemo horror movie watch. Oh man, that's crazy. Hey, that one right there. Okay, I give it a pass. I'm like, whatever. Like, actually, I understand. Because a lot of these freaking films are ruining people's childhood. But it's never been like personal, because I never grew up with like Winnie the Pooh like that. I never grew up with the Grinch like that, or like, these films that are coming out, the Sleeping Beauty and all that. But Finding Nemo, man, that's when it gets personal, because I grew up with Finding Nemo. Okay, now they're messing with my childhood now, for sure, right there. Yeah, it'll be crazy, man. It'll be crazy. Like, really, that's when it's like, yeah, they're ruining my my childhood right there. Yeah, man, just give it 10 more years. Watch a lot of these freaking, it's like a trend now, I guess. You know, creating these horror versions of Disney movies, you know. But honestly, guys, I prefer even though, like I said, I haven't seen like the Winnie the Pooh one or the Grinch, so I can't really speak fully deep because I don't know if those movies are good or not. But I personally prefer them doing that, than doing like twisting it up, like Disney stories, twisting them up in horror version rather than making live action remakes of classic Disney stories, honestly, because I don't know, I just feel the whole live action shit is like, I feel they're passing a limit there, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. So yeah, I prefer them remaking them like in a horror version rather than, you know, literally the same damn movie, same damn story, just live action. I just found that I own Hitcher 2 on DVD. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I might get it just to complete the collect. Well, I only have the first one. I don't even have the remake. But hey, I think I need to rewatch that remake, man. It's been a while, but yeah, heck, if I ever find the Hitcher Part 2, I'm gonna definitely come across it because it's been a while since I seen it. But yeah, Pet Cemetery is pretty good, man. Even Part 2, I have Pet Cemetery 2. A lot of people hate Pet Cemetery 2. I don't mind it. It was obviously not as good as the first one, but the second one was just like whatever. It's more weird. It's more like extra shit, but you could say it's a guilty pleasure. Gotta see Dom Toretto talking to Optimus Prime. Hey, dude, believe it or not, because I believe the Fast and Furious 10 has been out for a while now, a few weeks, I think. I'm not sure. But I saw this edit, man. It's funny. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. Um, it's like one of the YouTube shorts. They're like I said, it's right after the movie came out. So I was like, heck, let me just press it. Because the hype was there, because the movie had just came out. The short YouTube short was called Fast X post credit scene and credit scene. I clicked it, man, to see. Okay, let's see what we got up next. And dude, I know it was edited, but it was like Vin Diesel meeting Optimus Prime. Like, I thought that was funny as heck, man. Because hey, I feel like it could happen, and I've heard people talk about this shit too. Like, it's possible. Like, really, like do a crossover with Fast Furious and Transformers, because that's how ridiculous the franchise got. Honestly, like they're like really like they're saving the world now. Like, the movies are not even about street racing like that. But that was funny though, man. You Machete Slasher, you reminded me of that. But Peter Pan, yeah, they're also doing Peter Pan for sure. Yeah, I seen that. I see that. Yeah, I think I saw some commercials for it. Slasher fish. Yeah, for real, man. What are they gonna have? Nemo slicing and dicing? You know, it's dumb, man. It's dumb. Toy Story, huh? Hey, man, you never know, man. I think if they ever do that, I think you'll kind of fall kind of towards the category of like child's play. But yeah, man. Yeah, Toy Story's another one, man. Right there, they're messing with my childhood. You know, Rock was in Fast X post credit scene. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't even know what's up, man. Like I said, I stopped paying attention. The last one I saw, I think, was the part 7. The one where it has the famous song "See You Again" that played at the end of the movie. That's the last one I saw, which is the last one I think when Paul Walker came out. But yeah, after that, I didn't see the rest. Yeah, hey, you saw that, Chippy? Yeah, I saw that, man. Like I said, Fast X just came out, so I pressed it, man, for the heck of it. I was like, let's see this end credit scene, and it was an edit, like Vin Diesel, and then it was an edit from the first Transformers movie where you know, when Optimus, I guess, introduces himself to Shia LaBeouf, you know, when they first arrive, it was literally that scene. And then it was funny because the Transformers theme song started playing. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, dude, that's crazy. It's possible, dude. Honestly, I see it coming from a mile away. Literally, dude. But hey, it is what it is, because I guess it's like I said, the Fast and Furious movies, even though I guess some are not that, they're not that great, they still break charts, man. They still make they make a lot of money. So for sure, I don't think they'll stop anytime soon. But for sure, man, Joseph, no worries, man. Catch you on the next live stream. Oh no, no, never mind, my bad. See you again. It's a good song. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like, my bad. I thought you were saying like, you know, that you were heading out. But yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. You know, the song they did for Paul Walker. You know, iconic song, man. It's everywhere. One of the biggest songs. I think I seen somewhere. It was like one of the biggest rap songs of all time, or pop, whatever it is. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That was I think honestly that was a good year, man. 2015 or 14, I forget, but yeah, I remember. For sure, Joseph. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you already know, man. I still watch. Like I said, I started off like that. I was a fan film creator, not so much no more. I kind of like my passion kind of died for it, like my interest on it. But I'm still checking out, like not as oftenly, but every like when I get a chance, man, I do check out a few, even old fan films that like just bring memories and nostalgic and shit. I check them out, you know, for sure, because it's to me it's always been fascinating, you know. Even though, like I said, personally, I might not have the drive, you know, I haven't had the drive for the past couple of years to gamble into the whole fan films, like I once did, but it's still dope. I still have that curiosity with fan films, you know, especially the ones other people make, you know. So for sure, I'll check it out, man. You know, you got to start somewhere. But yeah, man. So here we're gonna get into the last two movies. Same movie, one the original, one the remake. I'm gonna do a remake review, man. I really want to do a nice video talking about the remake. I know this remake did not make my Well, let's talk about the original first. So this is the one. This is actually the movie that I just finished watching not too long before the live stream. Carrie, the original Carrie, man. This is such a great. To me, this is a great example of a horror film. Carrie, everything about it, man, it's just creepy. You know, Sissy Spacek really kills the role as Casey, man, as or not Casey, Carrie Wright. Yeah, it's just like she something about her, like it's really creepy, especially the whole, you know, the whole prom scene. You know, with the telekinesis powers. Like she really looks damn pretty creepy, man. The score is great, man. And of course we have like her crazy ass mother. I don't know, man. This is just a classic movie, and it's always been one of my favorite horror films. Like I said, I watched it today, and the reason I watched it today is because I watched the remake, which is the last film on this list. I watched the remake the other night, man, and it really made me want to visit the original because I love this film. Like I said, the remake, a lot of people have issues with it. I have a few issues with it. That's why I want to do a single remake review on this. Not really comparing the two, but just giving like my goods and positives of this. You know, like I said, it didn't make my top 10 remakes, but it's a decent remake. I don't think it's bad. Um, it honestly feels more PG-13 than anything, though, in my opinion. You know, um, yeah, and don't get me wrong. What's her name? Chloe Grace Moretz. She does a great job as Carrie, but I think Sissy Spacek really owns that role, man. Because I know this chick right here, she's attractive. You know, she's a good-looking girl, but I feel Carrie is not supposed to be as attractive. Don't get me wrong, this chick, Sissy Spacek, she's attractive for sure, but I know, like, I don't know, something about Sissy Spacek's version is like, it's more organic, it's more creepier. Um, you know, just the tone of the movie. It's just a great film, man. What year was this? This was 76. Yeah, man. Carrie, the original, great film. I know they have two remakes. I think they made a remake in what was it, 2002? I guess it was considered the Carrie Part 2, but it was pretty much like a remake. And then they came out with the remake, 2013 remake. Like I said, also, it's like, another thing I wasn't the biggest fan of is that it's pretty much kind of like a shot by shot, line by line remake of the original. That's one of the main things I wasn't the biggest fan of. But if someone checks out Carrie, the remake, like let's say you watch this for the first time, but you haven't seen the original, people would really like this film. Like I said, it's a good film. But it just doesn't compare to that original, you know. Um, so yeah, of course, it's a more modernized version. I'm not gonna speak. I wanna do a remake review on this, where we talk about it deep. But there's a lot of good points to this movie, man. Julianne Moore, which is probably one of my best positives I have with the Carrie remake. Julianne Moore, man, she plays a great part, man. Like she really played a crazy ass mother, you know. And I think the mother in the original was freaking crazy, as well. But in this one, man, I think she killed it. Honestly, you even have Judy Greer in this. Um, I think she plays the gym coach or whatever, the gym teacher or whatever. But decent remake, man. Like I said, it didn't make my top 10 remakes for that simple reason. I have a few issues with it. Um, there wasn't as many deaths, and like I said, it felt more like a PG-13 kind of version of it. You know, um, I don't know, and I know this was like in the whole CGI era. You know, you could say CGI was like it was cracking at this point in time in 2013, man. You know, you could say filmmakers did step up their game with CGI. So that's one also thing negative about this movie. I just feel the CGI was like, you watch it today. I watched it the other night. Like it looks weird, dude. It looks fake, you know. And like I said, I just watched this before the live stream. Way better scene. The prom scene is, I feel that in this one the prom scene is a bit rushed. We'll talk about it. We'll talk more about it once I do the remake review of Carrie, because like I said, I want to do one single video just talking about it. I was thinking of doing like a comparison video, but nah, I think I'm gonna just do a remake review, because this is an interesting movie, guys. You could say it was released at wrong timing. Like you could say, like Nightmare on Elm Street. I've mentioned this before. Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. That shit came out like wrong timing. I will say wrong timing. If the remake came out, let's say 2015 to probably 2018, it definitely would have been a better received movie, you know. But I think this one, it was released in good time, you could say, because of course 2013 was like the early 2010s. You know, you have the whole iPhones in here. So yeah, it's definitely it was the start of the whole smartphone era and shit like that. So it's more relatable, you know, to people, to the audience, to the modern people. Like I said, if you haven't seen Carrie, the original, which I heavily recommend, if you haven't seen Carrie, um, and you see the remake Carrie for the first time, you'll have a good time with it. It's because like it's a good film. It's not that bad at all. But so yeah, let's say back in 2013, people went to go see this movie in theaters without seeing the original. Oh hell yeah, they had a good time with it because yeah, it's a like I said, it's kind of like a shot by shot, line by line remake of the original. But yeah, I will be doing a remake review where we talk a little bit more about it. But for sure. Unstable Freak, yeah, actually, I seen that. I heard about that too. What was it? He did an interview with Joe Rogan podcast. I know he has an episode with Rob Zombie, and he kind of gambles into that. Um, when what's it called? When the studio just tries to interfere with with the director's movie, and yeah, that's true. That's very true, man. Like for example, Rob Zombie, he was allowed to do his own thing with Halloween, and when you have like I said, the studio who they know nothing about, most of them, the execs or whatever, they don't know much about the franchise, the fans. So yeah, it's all as as a director, it must be frustrating when these people are literally trying to mess with your vision, with your picture that you got going on. But yeah, I have heard of that. Sadly, that won't ever happen in the film industry. For sure, yeah, because one way or another, man. Let's say a director, because I'm pretty sure Rob Zombie had more shit intended for his Halloween, But then that's when the studio wants to come in, wants to water down the story, wants to water down the movie, and that just messes with the whole thing, man. So I agree with Chippy. It just one way or another they're gonna have their input. Yeah, Joseph, I recommend Carrie, man. It's a great film. If you can start with the original and then go with the remake, but either or, man, I think they're pretty good films. Well, to me, I prefer the original, but what's your opinion on the Nightmare 2010 ending? At the time, I remember thinking, "Oh shit!" Like you're talking about, the whole, because they even have an alternate ending, which I remember seeing. Okay, okay. Let me start with this though. I remember at the time, I remember thinking like, "Oh shit!" Okay, this is possibility for a sequel. When Freddy comes out of the mirror, the CGI was bullshit, but I was like, "Oh shit!" But I know there's two versions of the ending. There's one, the theatrical version, the one that we get, and then there's another one where I which I personally like the alternate ending more. It was just more to it. I feel the ending, the one that we got initially, was like whatever's, but the alternate ending adds more to it because they bring Freddy into the real world as Fred Krueger. If you guys have not seen it, go check it out, man. It's on YouTube. The alternate ending to the Nightmare remake. It just adds more to it, even though it is kind of dumb. Like how the hell do you bring Freddy back into the real world, into the real world, like unburned? That was kind of dumb, but I just feel it was more complex than the ending that we got. It just made it more interesting. It made it more it added more to it, you know. And like I said, Jackie Earl Haley, he does a good job. I liked his Freddy. You know, it's just that he was dealing with a fucked up script that was just it was just bad, you know, bad screenplay. But yeah, it's been a while since I seen the alternate ending, but for sure, I think I prefer the Fred Krueger version, man. I don't know. It just added more to it. It added more to the. It added a little bit more substance, you know. The song for the end credits was great. Are you talking about the Carrie remake? The end credits song. That shit's dope, man. Hell yeah. I was bumping it earlier. As a matter of fact, I was bumping it. I love that shit. Or are you talking about the end credit scene for the Nightmare remake? Cause that one's dope as hell. Dream, dream. Yeah, for sure. That was a great way to end it, man. With that song. Yeah, porn star Jr. Yeah, man. I have a lot of people do tell me that, man. In my comments, like I've I've grown, you know. And yeah, for sure. I can't even watch my older videos, man, because I just can't, dude. I cringe. But yeah, man, I definitely it's definitely I've came a long way for sure, man. Um, and yeah, I always kept it the same, man. I always try to keep it. I keep it like me. I keep it, you know. I keep it as true as I can, you know, because I don't know. I don't really like with these live streams. I could like do all this fancy shit, like how other people live stream, you know. But I'm like I'm gonna just do it my way, you know, like this. You know, I still interact with you guys, you know, one on one or whatever. But yeah, for sure. You know, I don't know. That's just never been me, guys. Even personally, when I do shit, I never try to plan it. I never try to do extra shit. I just do me, you know. It's Allison's birthday. Okay, okay. Are you talking about the actress Andy Matichak? It's her birthday today. Happy birthday to that hot chick, man. I love her. I've had a crush on her since 2018, man. I love her. I want to watch her movie Son. Have you guys seen that movie Son? It's a movie she came out with like after what was it? After Kills? I think it was after Kills. Um yeah, but I want to watch that movie Son. I know it's like a horror movie, you know, but yeah, I think she should book more roles, man. You know, she should definitely. Even though I will say she did good in the Halloween movies, but the writing kind of went the writing overall went downhill. But I think if they grab Andy Matichak in other horror films, I think she'll do a good job, man. Because like I said, I think she did a good job in the Halloween movies. It's just that they were dealing with what's it called, shitty circumstances with the storyline, so it kind of like even her character went downhill, but that's due to the writing, not because of her acting. But happy birthday to her though. Hatchet movies, yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, I like I like the Hatchet movies. I haven't seen the. I know there's a part four. It's called Victor Crowley Lives, but I don't think I've seen that one. Enjoy Halloween Ends or 2018 Halloween. I'm gonna go with Halloween 2018, man, for sure. I mean, it's not the greatest, the 2018 film, but it's definitely more watchable than Halloween Ends for sure. Like 2018 has some good stuff, you know. It really it like at some points, like I said, they captured like the 78. vibe, which I do appreciate, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna go with 2018, man. Talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, 2010. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I love that song. It's a great choice. Yeah, and it's a great way to end it. That Dream song and Quentin are such a big memory for real, dude. Like I feel that movie. Those are like one of the earlier movies for us, man, for sure. Yeah, man. Just that whole era, man. Even the Friday remake. Just that whole era, man. That's why I've never hated the remake like that. It has it's a terrible screenplay, terrible writing, but it's like it's a guilty pleasure, you know, because I do rewatch it here and there, not all the time, but when I do, I'm like, all right, let's do it. And like I said, throughout the years, it has grown on people. You know, I just feel the 2010 remake just came out too early, man. It was like I said, if it was released a few years later, it would have been received better, you know. But yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, Chippy, I remember wanting to go watch that freaking movie in theater, man. I even like, I was still a kid, you know, so obviously, I didn't check it out in theaters, but I really wanted to, man. And around that time is when I was getting into horror as well, man. When the Nightmare remake came out, you know, I was so damn excited. Like, of course, I was a kid. I didn't know it was specifically a remake, but I was just freaking excited, man, that they came out with a new Nightmare movie. Um, and I was freaking dying to go see it in the theater. But like I said, I was a kid, so I didn't get the chance. But I got that shit on bootleg as soon as possible, man. Because yeah, it was around that time I was getting into horror. Um, I even remember when Friday the 13th came out in the theater, man. Like I remember driving by with my parents, like in, I guess in a movie theater or whatever, and you know it had like, it has like the titles of the films they're showing. Like I remember seeing the remake up there, Friday the 13th, you know. So yeah, 2009. I will say 2008, 9, 10 are like my earliest memories of horror. Possibly 2007, man, because I remember like seeing Freddy versus Jason as a kid and on TV, and it should have been around that time, you know, since the movie had just came out a few years earlier than that. Probably by 2007, 2008, it was already you know, showing on TV. So yeah, that's always been early memories for me, you know, like when it comes to the horror, you know, when I got into horror and stuff like that. So for sure, man, I would have loved. I was dying to see that freaking movie in theaters. You sound like me. I hate here. Yeah, man, for real. Like, I don't even, after I do these live streams, man. I don't even watch these live streams. You know, I just they upload or whatever, and I let it be. I don't rewatch it. It's not like I'm a finish these live stream and I'm gonna rewatch it. I really don't do that, man. I just can't. Even now, you know, I just don't like hearing myself. You know. I know right now, obviously, I'm interacting with you guys. I don't mind, but yeah, I don't know. But hell no, especially old videos. I don't do that, man. I really don't. It's just cringe. It really is cringe, man. And don't get me wrong, I hate a lot of those old videos, but I know a lot of people do love them. Like I know they're really successful videos, man. A lot of them, like for example, my very first horror mask collection video. That thing really successful for me, man. So yeah, and it sucks because I had like even like before, man. I've had a few YouTubes take. I have a oh shit. I had a few YouTube videos I deleted, man, because of the cringe. But sometimes I regret it, man, because later on down the line, man, you just never know. These videos might like people still catch on. Like I said, people to this day still comment on old ass videos, you know. And I'm surprised, man. Like, cause I never expected for my content to be like, especially the old one. Obviously, my old content is more bigger than the stuff I do now. You know, I know some people still tune in, and it also depends the video. It also depends the video. You know, I still have people tuning in, but I have more people tuning in to my old videos than the videos I do now. Which it's crazy, you know. Yeah, straight off the top, man. I just let it come natural, man. Like these live streams. That's the reason, and the reason I know I used to do like before I started doing live streams and stuff like that. I would do discussion videos. I would get a certain topic or whatever, and I'm gonna start doing this again, but not. I'm gonna do it with when I have specific topics I want to talk about. You know, I'm working on a video like that right now, as a matter of fact. But when I just want to chop it up with you guys, something quick, like right now, horror movies I watched this week, live stream. And like I said, I went live stream, like this was never really my thing. I went live a few times, and then I started getting the hang of it because people actually tune in, I actually interact with you guys, which I really do enjoy it, man, you know? So that's when I started getting the hang of it, and I've been doing live stream ever since, you know? So yeah, for sure. I have not seen Red Son. Yeah, I've never seen that movie. Son is another one of those movies, man, that I regret not getting at Walmart because I can't find it anywhere. I remember when it was because I believe that was a straight to DVD movie, right? Or a straight to streaming movie. The movie Son, with Andy Matichak. Yeah, I remember seeing it at Walmart, man. And another one, just like if you guys remember my Hellraiser Judgment story, I literally waited, man, for Hold on, let me get my charger, guys, because my phone's about to die. I remember waiting, man, for Hellraiser Judgment to be out for a while so I could get it cheaper. But no, man, I waited too damn long. I waited too damn long, and I could never find it again anywhere. So I had to order it on eBay. Yeah, I do own Hellraiser Judgment now. I did. It was on my last week's video. By the end of the video, where I showed the movies I watched, I did show Hellraiser Judgment, man, because I finally watched it for the first time or second time. I don't remember, but yeah. But yeah, Son is another one of those movies, man. Like I just let it slide like that. I really let it slide. You know, because I can't find it anywhere now. Only eBay. But yeah, I want to check it out though, just for Andy Matichak, because like I said, I love her. I think she's a good actress, you know. So yeah, I'm doing it just for her. Yeah, man. Joseph. Yeah, they have a lot of cool box sets, man, with the collection, with the Nightmare on Elm Street collections, man. I've seen quite a few throughout the years. I created my YouTube channel November 2022. That's dope, man. It's crazy, man, because I'm about to be 10 years in this shit. Really. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back. I remember I think I created this account in 2013, but I didn't I started making videos till 2014 though. I want to do something special, guys. I want to do something next once we hit next year. I want to do like a 10-year anniversary of this shit, you know, and I can't believe I'm still here, guys. You know, YouTube was just like a hobby kind of thing for me, you know, just having fun, you know, you know, killing time, you know. Us as horror fans, we want to, you know, do stuff and that. And you know, we grow up, we you know, life goes on. Um and and if I never had, you know, the good views, the good reception, you could say the interaction, I wouldn't be here, guys, because like I said, it started off like as a hobby. But the reason I keep doing it, like I continued with it, uh is because, you know, the whole I get something positive out of it, you know, and like I said, I have you guys who still tune in, and I really do appreciate you guys, man, every time, you know, even when I drop a video, I still get good, you know, good comments, So yeah, for sure, it's fun, man. It's fun. To me, it's fun. At this point, it's fun. Um, like I said, as a hobby, it's not like something I would do want to do. I mean, for sure, I consider this a hobby, but I could be doing other stuff right now, you know. But I rather, I really don't mind spending some time here, you know, since it's something I have established already. And yeah, might as keep on going, keep the ball rolling, you know. It's kind of funny that the movies that got me into horror, which are movies that you showed me, are kind of shitty. Yeah, man, that's very true. Me and Machete Slasher, guys, if you guys go check out my very first video, that's my that's Machete. Me and Machete Slasher started this, man. We kind of came into this together, you know. He got into the same time as horror as I did, you know. Like he's talking about these shitty movies, Nightmare remake, uh, the Rob Zombie movies, the Friday remake. Like it was around that time, man. Late 2010s, I mean, late 2000s, early 2010s. Yeah, man. We definitely like the yeah, for sure, man. And Machete Slasher, don't you remember we would watch those movies like every single freaking day on bootleg? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And those are the memories, man. Like like early horror for me. That's what I've always really liked, man, you know? And yeah, I don't know. It was just so like I said, like you said, even though they're shitty films, just for that simple reason, man, they're guilty pleasures for me because I we grew up with them, you know. Uh, so yeah, for sure, you know. Once we rewatch movies and stuff like that, we start seeing like a lot of more problems, you know, more issues that we might have not caught on as a kid. But yeah, man, it's always fun though, man, for sure. Joseph, I'm not. To me, it's not like I'm like I don't plan like I don't have a plan when I'm gonna quit YouTube. You guys seen it. If you guys been around my channel for a while now, you guys seen it. I spend some time without uploading, and when I do, is because you know it's not that I don't have ideas. Because right now I could be like right now I don't have any masks. 'Cause I'm a mask reviewer. I'm a collector. I don't have like new masks. I haven't bought any new masks. But I mean, I'm still going live streams, man. I'm still trying to do content. Like I said, I'm starting to do new little series, my top tens. You know, this new series, the horror, talking about horror movies I watch. So yeah, it's not like I have a plan, you know. And you know, whenever you guys like I said, you guys probably if you guys been around, you guys seen it. You know, there's time where I don't upload at all. Like I'm not active at all. And it's for the simple reason that it's not that I don't have ideas, but it's that I don't it's the time. Like sometimes it is a little too time consuming. But but yeah, man, it's like it's I just let it go naturally, you know. I just let it go naturally. Like tomorrow, like I could upload a video tomorrow, and then for the next 2 months I might not upload because you know I might something might come up. I don't have that much time. Like right now, these past couple of days or past couple of weeks, even months, you could say, I've had more time on my hands. That's why I've been going, you know, with the weekly lives and stuff like that. But you know, when something comes up, it's like I don't really do much, you know. Oh, for sure, Chippy. Yeah, man, that'll be dope. Yeah, I see a lot of these other videos I you know that were just like Instagram. I think yeah, it's Instagram. Yeah, sometimes when I'm on Instagram, man, you I think they have the archives on that too. You can see like older pictures or whatever. But yeah, I wish I still had my. I had right now my Instagram Killer Zone Myers. Go follow me if you haven't. I had another one though before that. I think I reached a little bit over 1,000 followers on that one, man. I had a little bit more pictures, a lot of more good stuff, you know, because I had that account since whoo, since I started YouTube. Um, but yeah, that damn account got hacked, man. It got hacked, so I had to make a new one. Finish watching the Sinister one. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty. I've seen the Sinister movies. I think I have. It's been a while though. It's been a while though. You are already 10 years. Yeah, man. March. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I was right now that I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I remember starting my YouTube like a year, like starting like I made the account a year before. I made this account a year before I started uploading content. Cause my first video, featuring Machete Slasher, that's a classic, dude. You gotta admit it, man. That's a classic, man, because that was like the beginning of everything, you know. And that was like our introduction, like back, because we were doing videos back then, you know. Because I had a whole different account before this. We were doing all types of stuff, but this was like my reintroduction because I started doing it again. And that was our very first skit, my very first video featuring Machete Slasher, man. Yeah, man, for sure. So yeah, that's crazy. Cause yeah, I remember that being my first video on this, and it was uploaded like sometime 2014. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. 10 years. Time goes quick, man. Time really does fly, man. Sometimes I say, can you guys believe it or not, dude? Literally, a lot of these freaking movies in the 2000s, they're about to be 20 damn years old now. You know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake is 20 years old now. Um, like really, dude. Like in 4 more years, dude. Sometimes it's like I can't even believe it. In 3 more years or 4 more years, Rob Zombie's Halloween's gonna be 20 years old, man. Like that's really crazy, dude. Like honestly, when you think about it that way, and like I said, that's at a time. That's the time, the era I grew up in. Uh, you know, I grew up with a lot of these films, and it's crazy to believe that a lot of these shits are about to hit 20 years old. You know. Yeah, they also had a part two, but yeah, I don't really recall those films, man. The Sinister movies. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch those. Yeah, man, for sure. We just do what we can, man. Like I said, I just keep it natural. I don't try to put too much thought into this YouTube stuff. Um, I don't know. Even my last video, if you guys saw it, my remake Friday the 13th mask, by NECA. I did a review on it, and I just did it like that, you know. And I know it's been a while since I've done a review, so I know I could have possibly done like a more in deep detail on it, you know. But I know it's just a hockey mask, you know. It's not like I need to do like a whole on deep look at every damn detail on it. But yeah, I mean, so far, man, I've been having a good time, man. Like I said, there might be some points where I might not upload, you know, but I'm definitely I jump back into it. You know, I had a few occasions before, you know, I go like at least a few months, you know, a few months without uploading, and I jump back into it, man. I definitely jump back into it. And it's like I said, it's always fun, man. I always try to make something out of nothing. Like I said, these videos, uh, this new little series I started, horror movies I've watched this week, you know. But yeah, like I said, I didn't really watch much. Only have a few titles here. Oh shit, everything fell. But yeah, guys. I mean, tell me what you guys think, man. These are the films I rewatched. This nice little stack. I will be continuing. I don't got much going on for the rest of the night. I'm gonna be chilling here at home. See what movie I decide to pop in, man. I might watch Candyman 2. Like I said, I just bought it on DVD, and I will be doing a Candyman series review. But for sure, Chippy, no worries, man. Catch you on the next one, man. I'm gonna be heading out of here too, man. Had a good time. Had a good run in here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I do have a few videos I'm working on right now. I have at least 2 discussion videos, and then I'm gonna do like 2 top 10 videos. So be on the lookout for that, guys. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Hope you guys have a good night, a good rest of your Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday night. I don't know. Yeah, I probably will watch Candyman 2, maybe, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to all of you guys. Joseph the Horror Guy, Chippy, Machete Slasher, Pornstar JR. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Definitely appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. See you guys on the next one. Michael Myers signing out. Next Wednesday live.